World Series of Poker, Mr. Jack Apple.
Hello everyone, how are we doing? So today is a very special day here at the World Series of Poker. It's 1D of the main event, which is always the biggest starting day of them all. As Kevin mentioned in his opening speech, that registration will remain open until 4:40 p.m. on Saturday. So let's be sure to text your friends, Instagram them, snap them, whatever you do. Tell them to get here to the Horseshoe Las Vegas, because it seems very likely, certain even, that we can count them all up and this will be the biggest World Series of Poker main event of all time. Now the other reason today is special is because I get to introduce someone who's had much influence in the growth of poker's popularity as for anyone that's ever played the game. Now it's hard to believe that just a little over 20 years ago, I was dealing 20-40 hold'em to this guy at the Horseshoe in Tunica. So if you look over my shoulder, you're gonna see two banners here in the room. And one is the larger-than-life Doyle Brunson, who we unfortunately lost this year, who literally wrote the book on poker, and through his friendship with Jack Binion, laid the foundation for the World Series of Poker in the early days. Now, the other one is today's special guest. That's how important we believe he is to the history of the game and the WSOP. Yes, he had the perfect name to be world champion. He also had the perfect style. Fearless, capable of historic bluffs and taking out legends. When he won the 2003 main event and millions watched on ESPN, an entire generation of poker players were born. Now, I'm willing to bet many of you played your first tournament after watching that television series. That's what's known as the moneymaker effect. In 2003, there were 839 total entrants. We had more late entrants than that yesterday just on day 1C alone. Now this year marks the 20th anniversary of the paradigm shifting win. Since that time, Chris has been an amazing ambassador for the game, playing poker around the world, growing interest in the game, and spending his life helping the industry get to a moment like today. The World Series of Poker thanks you. The entire poker industry thanks you. Whoever wins this record-setting tournament will definitely thank you. To kick us off today on the 20th anniversary of his main event win, your 2003 world champion, Mr. Chris Moneymaker.
Wow, what an introduction. Thank you, Jack. You recognition of my good books, which is part of the reason that everybody started playing poker. But it's an honor to be here. Really, really special event for me to be here 20 years later to kick this event off. Looks like we're going to break the record, which, like Jack said, which is truly phenomenal. Because if people were playing 20 years ago, what a lot of people don't realize is poker was a dying game. I mean, they were shutting down poker rooms across the country. It was hard to find a game. I mean, you wouldn't have daily tournaments. You wouldn't have tournaments that you could just go to anytime, anywhere you wanted to. It was really hard to find a place to play. Obviously, you look at the landscape now, we can play just about anywhere in the world. So many different opportunities, so many ways that you can play this game, and also the amount of people that are playing this game now is just phenomenal. The diversity of players and everything that is in the game now compared to back then. Back then, I mean, you know, the game got smaller because people died off. I mean, there was a bunch of old guys sitting around playing, very few women. We have tons of women in the field today. We've got a lot of different people from a lot of different professions. It's a very well respected game, and it's a growing game, and I'm just so happy to be part of it. And I'm not going to do the iconic shuffle up and deal today. I'm going to let my friend here. So I met this guy down at West Palm Beach, Florida. I had a tournament down there, and he beat me over and over and over, which was really disheartening because, you know, I don't generally like losing to someone that's over 100 years old. But Gene destroyed me in West Palm Beach, and I decided I'm going to bring him out to the World Series of Poker. So with West Palm and the Moneymaker Tour, we brought out Gene to play the main event of the World Series of Poker. He's going to be officially the oldest person to ever play the World Series of Poker main event. He went to the registry yesterday, and they couldn't even register him. They said he's too young to play. He was born in 1923, so he was showing up in the computer system as 0. He was a toddler, so they weren't going to even let him play. But anyways, I want to welcome Gene to the World Series of Poker. I hope you have a blast, and I'm going to let him do the honors to get us started. Thank you, everybody.
Hey, everybody. Shuffle up and deal.
Good luck to Gene, good luck to Chris, good luck to all of you in your quest at winning the World Series of Poker main event.